Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. I love carbs. So today we're going to have a look at something that's been hitting the web on a viral, and it's not the collision course with Earth, so space debris. You get second shot here. But the most important thing to a lot of people is their bacon. But they're like, but bacon though. And I had this conversation with one person. They're like, how can you go vegan? I was like, because it's healthy. And she's like, but bacon though. And then I was like, but cancer though. And she was like, meh. So now that this news has come out to the world, this has been made mainstream and it's pretty much gone viral. A lot of people are talking about it. And I think it's probably worth a mention just to talk about this article and a couple of few things really just to think about when it comes to bacon and other processed meats like hamburgers, chicken, chicken nuggets, whatever. So bacon, ham, and sausages rank alongside cigarettes as a major cause of cancer. The World Health Organization has said, placing cured and processed meats in the same category as asbestos, alcohol, arsenic, and tobacco. Right? Okay, so this is some pretty serious stuff. I mean, a lot of people will have a look at this and they go like, well, are they telling about this now? But actually, we've known about this for a long time. In fact, a couple of decades now, we've known about meat consumption and the link between that and cancer, red meats, and stuff. You see, look, what's the cheek of this sponsored topic right at the bottom? Yes, let's just advertise chicken, sausages, roast, pork roast, beef. Oh my goodness. See, this is the world we live in. All right, it's all about the money. It's all about the money. The only reason why we haven't really heard about this now, until now, is because people have been paying people to keep it secret, keep it hidden, keep it on the lowdown. But now that veganism is up on the rise and a lot of people are beginning to see the health benefits of it, it's starting to come out in the wash. And I believe, with truth, it'll eventually expose itself, and it'll be undeniable. So that's the MSN article, and then the Guardian and the Independent got involved, and the Independent did a quite a nice one about processed meats in the link. It gave some pictures just in case we were too dumb enough to understand that there's a link between meat and cancer. Pardon me. But some nice infographics nonetheless. This is a striking one. 86% of lung cancers is caused by tobacco, but 21% of bowel cancers is caused by red meat, by processed and red meat. So, which accounts for 3% of all cancers. So, if you smoke and have bacon, you're pretty much stuffed. No comment there. And then it tells you, what do you need to cut down? 2 sausages down to 1 sausage. 3 rashers of bacon down to 1 rasher of bacon. Swap it out, substitute ham for chicken or tuna. Really? No, just don't have it. Bulk it out. There we are. So that's the Independent's take on that, and I suppose a lot of red meat is worse off than little red meat, really. But having a look at this picture here, it looks appetizing. It's red. It looks fresh, right? But what a farmer told me a while ago, and this is about 4 or 5 years ago, is that the meat that you get from the butchers is not actually that red. What they do is they pump up when they put it in the packaging. They pump red dye in it. There's actually no blood in there. It's all been drained. It basically hangs on the carcass of the animal. It just hangs for about a good half hour, and all the blood drains out from the muscles. And what you get here is just red dye. They do literally pump in red dye in the packaged meat, and what the meat does, it just soaks all up, and it looks like it's fresh, and it's only only the muscular cells that will absorb the red dye and just leave the white fatty bits so that you can see where the fat is. But really, that's a lot of fat. Look at all that fat. That will get into your arteries. That'll get into your veins. That'll get into your brain, and that's disgusting. That's probably been sitting there. The meat on the shelf that you buy from the supermarket, they've probably been sitting there for about, I don't know, couple of days at the most, and before that it's been in open air for about 2 or 3 days. So open air, open cold air. Yes, some are refrigerated, some are not. Okay, but let's have a look at the situations that these pigs are living in, the conditions they're living in. And most of the pig farms in the UK are concentration farms. We have seen a couple of farms that look like this out in the countryside near us, but even with that, it really stinks, it really reeks. And most of the time, now that farmers are saving space and trying to get the best value for money for themselves and make a bigger profit, is moving towards concentration farming. Now, with concentration farming, you're not going to get the best kind of deal, because these pigs, they need space to run around. They need space like that to run around and do stuff. Because if they don't have space to run around, basically toxins are going to build up in their body. And without being able to exercise the lymphatic system, those toxins just build up and eventually makes them prone to disease. It's not great. So that is probably the reason why bacon is so salty, because the unprocessed urine and lymphatic fluids have not been pumped out of their bodies, quick enough, and that's why bacon is so salty. But we taste that, it's so good. It's like taking your underwear and putting it in the urinal of a public bathroom in a nightclub, and then taking that, putting it in a pot, and then eating it. It's vile. It's sickening. Just the conditions that these animals live in isn't even appealing at all. It's not the greatest. It's not the greatest. There's a lot of diseased animals. This is a cheap shot here. Oh, Peppa Pig. What are the kids going to think of? There's even the disconnect is so great that these children over here don't realize that the breakfast that mummy made them, or daddy made them for that morning, was actually a pig. But we tend to associate with pigs and animals in a very friendly way, but we don't actually realize that there is a huge disconnect between eating animals and loving animals. Huge disconnect. Very hypocritical of the human race, really. And we need to sort it out. I mean, these animals, at the end of the day, no matter what kind of life they lived, whether it's been in concentration camps like this, or whether it's been free-range like this, you can't really see that picture, it's really small. At the end of the day, they don't want to have a knife put in their throat and for them to bleed out all over the place just so that we could have breakfast. That's not the way. That's not compassion. That's not showing love. That's not taking care of our planet. That's not doing the right thing. And personally, I think there's a huge ethical reason for not eating animals. Definitely. They're sanctioned beings. If you hurt these pigs, they will squeal. They will try and run away. They'll do all what they can do to get out of trouble. And they will fear you. They'll fear you if you hurt them, and they'll love you if you love them. And that's the real beauty of the connection between humans and the nature around us, is that we can connect on the level. We can show love, and they can show love. These pigs are intelligent. Some of these pigs know how to play video games just to gain reward. I didn't see many dogs do that, to be honest. They are very intelligent, and it's just a shame that we treat them like that. Another thing that really sparks some interest in this is the Cancer Research UK. I've checked up the website and I had a look through their research archives, and back in 2001 there was some research done saying a fruit and a diet rich in fruits and vegetables and in a study looking at thousands of people, our researchers discovered a clear relationship between a diet rich in fruit and vegetables and a reduced risk of life-threatening illnesses, including cancer. Alright, so life-threatening illnesses is not only just cancer, it's heart disease, it's arthritis, it's Alzheimer's, it's a huge amount. And fruit and vegetables is the way to go. Go vegan. 100%. Look at that picture. Yum, yum, yum. I love it. I absolutely love it. But that was back in 2001. 14 years later, we seem to have forgotten about this kind of research, and then we decide to put on events, cancer research at least decides to put on an event, a barbecue to beat cancer. So what a bunch of a-holes, just trying to get money from us. Yes, they do a good work in supporting people with cancer, but at the same time, they probably wouldn't have to do so many events if they actually start treating the cause rather than the symptoms. And that's the sad thing. That's the really sad thing. So you can reduce the risk of cancer greatly. Obviously, stop smoking. Just eat fruits and vegetables. I eat fruits and vegetables as much as I can. I don't care for meat. I don't care for milk. I don't care for eggs. I don't care for dairy. And if you are still struggling to figure out really what is the connection between all of this, have a look at this website. It's called nutritionfacts.org, and it's run by a guy called Michael Greger. He's an MD. He's a doctor, and he's an awesome guy. What he does is he takes studies, meta-analysis, and basically scientific research and medical research, and he reads through them and he studies them, and basically what he does, he prepares a video, a little presentation for us in a way that we can understand and comprehend. It's not done with any medical jargon. It's not done on a higher level. It is just there to bring us understanding. And he's got some excellent stuff. And if you want to have a search, carry on searching about this thing, have a look at bacon. Just type in bacon. I typed in cancer and bacon before, but bacon's good because we'll tell you about the risk. And on it goes, carcinogens and the smell of frying bacon. That was 4 years ago. So we know about this data. We know about it. Bacon and botulism, loads of stuff. Hives from tick bite induced meat allergies. Canned diet protect against kidney cancer. Eggs and cancer, bacon cancer, cancer interrupted, and the list goes on. You can just click through all the stuff he has. Page is a bit slow. And rheumatoid arthritis, bacon is mentioned, obesity, breast carcinogens, loads and loads of stuff, and he really does go quite into depth with some of them, and it's really easy to understand, and he does a really good job at explaining to us, the common man, who have not been through medical school, and it's a real privilege to have this guy exist in our lifetime, and he's reading a really good stuff. Avoiding cooked meat carcinogens 2 years ago. So we know about this stuff, right? So please, if you like this video and find it informative, and if basically even thought-provoking, please do share with your friends and family, and help save 1 or 2 lives, especially if it's with your family. They mean the most, and they really are precious to us. So go veg, go vegan, and you'll never regret it. I certainly did not. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a really good day.